Tafa Balogun, Nuhu Ribadu, Suleiman Abba, Ibrahim Magu, Fidelis Oyakhilome are all supercops that went down like Abba Kyari. But one thing Abba does not have in common with these aforementioned is that he is being extradited to the United States. The suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police woes started after he dabbled into extra police affairs such as abetting fraud and drug trafficking years ago. He grew in ranks, gaining prominence as a drug lord and friend of fraudsters in the underworld. While the 46-year-old fraudulent cop thought he would get away with his dirty deals, it eventually came back to haunt him in 2021 after the FBI obtained shocking confessions, WhatsApp messages, and voice calls incriminating him in an alleged $1.1 million wire fraud committed by renowned Nigerian fraudster Ibrahim Abbas, aka Hushpuppi, and 4 others. Since July 2021, the US Department of Justice ordered Kyari's arrest and extradition, causing the Nigeria Police Commission to suspend the married father of 4. However, while facing suspension, Kyari refused to keep a low profile and continued his atrocities, leading to his arrest and continued detention by the Nigerian Anti-Narcotics Agency on February 14, 2022. Initially, many assumed it was a ploy by the federal government to keep him on Nigerian soil and prevent his extradition to the US. But now, the cat has been let out of the bag after the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, was pressured to extradite him to the US to face his crimes. With Kyari facing a 3-count fraud charge in the US and an 8-count charge in Nigeria, does this mean he will face up to 20 years in prison sentence like Gucci man Hushpuppi, his oga at the top? Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz. Over the years, Abba Kyari grew famous for cracking a string of high-profile crimes in Nigeria, including Evans the kidnapper's case. But while he was getting the accolades for being a super cop, he was also getting accolades in the underworld of organized crime for being an extremely corrupt cop. But who would have known, save for the FBI, who exposed this unlawful and dirty lifestyle? After filing a case against Abba Kyari in April of 2021, the FBI went public with evidence against him in July of the same year. According to the intelligence organization, world-famous money launderer Hushpuppi and Kyari are like 5 and 6. The FBI published detailed facts, obtained voice calls, WhatsApp conversations between them, exposing how Hush paid the super cop about 8 million naira to detain Vincent, a co-conspirator that allegedly threatened to expose him during a $1.1 million wire fraud against a Qatari businessman. They also claimed Kyari visited Dubai in an all-expense-paid trip by Hushpuppi, noting that after he left, Hushpuppi left him a message that reads, "I promise to be a good boy to you, sir." The FBI, after months of finding facts and planning Kyari's exposition before the US Attorney Office in California, finally ordered his arrest and extradition. However, the disgraced super cop, in response to these unfortunate allegations, denied them all in a Facebook post he made on July 29, 2021. To save himself, he explained he only helped Hushpuppi to procure native wares. He shamefully deleted the post a few days later after editing it 12 good times. People began speculating whether the Nigerian government would allow Kyari's extradition. Still, they denied ever receiving an extradition request from the United States while promising to probe the allegations and suspend the cop. But Kyari, who is a power drunk and convinced he has all the senior government officials eating out of his palms, continued with his crook adventures, which ended in another disgrace. On February 14, 2022, while lovers were responding to the arrows of love flying here and there, Kyari was disgraced on national TV by the NDLEA. According to the Anti-Narcotics Organization, which ordered his arrest, the fraudulent super cop belongs to a drug cartel that operates between Ethiopia and Nigeria. He also tried to compromise its operatives and anti-narcotics operation. He was accused of tampering with 21.25 kg of coke unlawfully, as well as conspiracy, obstruction, and dealing in coke worth 17.58 kg. As if that wasn't enough, he was caught on camera handing over $61,000 in cash to compromise an NDLEA operative. Hours after he was declared wanted, he was arrested and detained by the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, which charged him to court on an 8-count charge. Amid all this, Kyari, whose bail application was denied, sent his lawyers after the NDLEA, filing a lawsuit against them for infringing on his fundamental human right, He asked the agency to pay 500 million naira in damages and tender a public apology to him. Nigerians who were watching closely all that was going on under their nose doubted it was real, speculating it could have been a ploy by the government to stop Kyari's extradition to the US. But it looks like the FBI is pressuring the federal government of Nigeria, especially after they announced that Hushpuppi would be sentenced on February 14, 2022. However, a few weeks later, the date was postponed and a new date was set for July 11, 2022. Most people suspected that Kyari could be the missing piece of the puzzle to finalize the case. On February 7, Abubakar Malami revealed that the United States government and the Nigerian government were discussing the possible extradition of DSP Abba Kyari. It looks like there is no way out and they have finally succumbed to the FBI's demands. Fast forward to February 22, the federal government have finally bailed the cat itself as Abubakar Malami announced the approved request of the diplomatic representative of the US Embassy in Abuja to extradite the fraudulent cop. Malami noted he approved the request because it was not political nor tribal, adding that if the extradition is successful, Kyari will not be prejudiced at trial, punished, detained, or restricted in his personal liberty because of race, nationality, or political opinions. Regardless, from the look of things, Kyari may be going to jail for a long time given the severity of the 3-count charge against him in the US. The first charge, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, carries a maximum sentence of 20 years. The second charge, conspiracy to commit money laundering, carries a maximum sentence of 20 years. The third charge, aggravated identity theft, aiding and abetting that offense, attracts a maximum of 2 years. This means it could be going to jail in the US for up to 20 years. However, it looks like Hushpuppi still has the grace to see the light of the day someday, but Kyari cannot boast of the same thing due to the criminal allegations against him by the NDLEA. According to Nigerian law, anti-narcotics crime attracts between 15 to life imprisonment sentences. Now, the question isn't if Kyari will be in prison for up to 20 years, but if he will be in prison for the rest of his life. What do you think about the federal government approving Kyari's extradition to the US? Do you think he will be going to prison for up to 20 years or will be behind bars for the rest of his life? Lastly, what does the exploit and downfall of Abba Kyari teaches everyone? Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more well-researched African stories and news we know you would like. Click on the bell sign to be notified every time we upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.